Okay. Okay, all right, everyone. Good morning.
Morning.
So today is today's the day for all hands. I'll just put this on for sort of Halloween sake, yeah. So we're going to be transitioning from the October all hands to the November all hands. I just want to give a heads up on that one, so that people know what's coming down the line. All right, so let's go into the October all hands first. I'll go through some parts of this, and then we will transition over to the November side. So once again, the theme for October is process excellence. The revenue target is 315. Stretch target's 360. And once again, we have the big Halloween party coming up this Thursday, both in Jogja and in Bali. And so I'll go into an update later with VTIR to give us the rundown on what's going to happen this Thursday. So, all right, let's look at the sales projection analysis. I've already created a projection for November on based on some of the data that we're looking at right now. So we have a target for November. This has already been placed up. The target for November is going to be, okay, we're looking at 272 in November. The gap right now is at 108, but we haven't finished out November yet. We're currently starting November at 163 right now. So by the end of the week, I would expect this one to be a little bit higher up and the gap to shrink. And that is the target that we're looking at for November. The sales report projection analysis is right there. If you want to take a look at it, up on the all hands document. Okay, the host meetup is actually less than 20 days away. I believe it's only...
The November.
The November. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the November
13 days
chart.
actually.
It's 13 days away.
Yeah,
All right. So 13 days, 21 hours, 38 minutes, and 38 minutes away. Let's take a look at what's going on in terms of different projects. Okay, so Jing, his project is to hire, onboard, train, and develop leaders. This is an SLA between HR and the company. The first milestone was last month. This was to get 2 OGS hires. We've hired Ruth now, so Ruth is there in Jogja. Ruth, where are you? There she is. All right, everyone, welcome Ruth. She's the lady over on the last screen on the bottom. Yeah, with the glasses. Oh, a little bit warmer. Let's try that again. All right. Okay, welcome in, Ruth. So Ruth is our second online guest support hire, so we were able to achieve that. For 2 new hosts on Squad 2, we're still working on it. Josh has joined us on Squad 1. Squad 1's hires are complete. 2 new market building hires, we're still working on that. The second milestone is to train and develop the people who have onboarded, so that 80% pass to get to the first promotion. And the third milestone is we're looking to develop 2 new squad leads to help expansion on Squad 2. We already have D1's been promoted, so we're looking for a second one as well. Okay. Looking on into other updates, I think the other people, Alvin, Nungli, everyone has weekly updates with us on his project this month. And also Diva will be updating tomorrow on the digital marketing and chapter. Okay? All right, cool. So let's keep on scrolling down. Once again, September until November, we're in project season, so we're looking at individual bases based on alignment to the theme, project proposal, and impact to SLA. And December goes back to a revenue month. So we're about more than a month away from December, but this is just a heads up. Okay, let's take a look at some of the old business here. So we have some old business here on the All Asia Airbnb Host Meetup, and the event details are here. 43 tickets have been sold, given away. Yeah, we have 43 tickets who have been, 43 people who have signed up for tickets on this event. And let's see, any other updates that you'd like to announce? Yes.
I reached out to Bobby and he as well.
Okay, so the primary speaker was going to be me and Tu. Tu was the other big Airbnb host in Vietnam. Tu has dropped out, so we are looking to get somebody else in to replace Tu. All right, on Risky. Risky is looking to get SLA buy-in from the company on the complimentary request and this new finance workflow. So for project governance, Tito is looking at it, and I think the MVPs right now are the 3 events that are coming up. We got the host meetup, we got the Halloween in Bali, and we also got the Halloween in Jogja. Next one is Diva. Diva is reminding us about the brand avatar and this is just on the brand identity or persona. This involves in copywriting for people who are working on Instagram, responding to guest emails, speaking to partners. So these are essentially a way to create a common language set that we will use here at Bukit Vista. Are there any new updates on this one, or just as before? Okay, so please, when you write, have a quick look at this so that you'll have a good understanding of what is on brand and what is not on brand communication. Thank you very much, Diva, for the update. Mike has already told us about this discrepancy on Tableau. This resulted in over-reporting some of the revenue from the previous sync up, but it's been fixed now. So now that we are looking at the correct booking pace, we're also looking at the correct revenue and also guest check-in status. Does anybody have any updates on Tableau in terms of accuracy or how they feel that it's doing right now? Okay, if there's no updates, I assume everyone's happy with that, yeah? Okay, all right, let's keep on going. So the end of the month assessment on SLA reliability is an assessment for each chapter to hold in conjunction to the chapter that's serving them. So once again, this is to align the SLAs and make sure that our SLAs are moving correctly. Next one, host video project. Okay, so Rizal is a champion of the host video project. Thank you, Rizal, for picking that up. And he will update Eva and D1 as the MVP. Rizal, do you have an update on this?
Still ongoing, sir.
Okay, fantastic. Rizal's actually got some pretty interesting new videos that I've seen published this past few days. It's been quite a lot of interesting work, actually. So Tendy's still finding a solution for the Airbnb verification code to add the new phone number. Project learning bonus, right? There's a leadership bonus of $5 million for a real community management guild. Setting the KPIs and SLAs for community management. Work with the CEO and MB to set the correct community management. Babe, you're gonna need to mute your mic. Okay, thank you. Okay, the Halloween party, we already got 2 people working on this one. Vita and Ara organized the annual Halloween party. We're also talking about this online marketing campaign as an MVP. I believe we're doing this for the Asia host gathering, right? Or, okay. If nobody has claimed it, then it's still an open bounce.
It's actually for owners, right?
Yeah, that's right. Is anybody working on this right now? Okay, all right. So the bounty is still open. This is an online marketing campaign MVP to address owners, and we're looking for somebody to create content, distribute it, and put a $100 advertising budget to produce a owner sign up. We're looking to get 10 new leads for the MV team through this campaign. And also, once again, we're looking for somebody to succeed me on revenue management for Squad 1 with an additional $2.5 million paid for 75% of the properties. Okay, I think that covers pretty much all the old business and new business. Let's keep on going and take a look at the Wrapped. Let's see, who's on the Wrap right now? So, on Squad 1, Nungi's on market building, Alvin's on air support, Nadine is on air support 2, Josh, Dominic, Rian, and Gabriel are all hosts. Diva and Novel are working on the content. Risky is on finance, Rafik's on community, Jing and Alvin are on revenue management, Vita's on the human resources, Bayu's on internal tools, Diva and Novel are online marketing, Gigi is the finance consultant. On Squad 2A, we've got Eggy and Tris on market building, Chandra, Dewi, and Dista on air support, Rafik and Tendi on senior hosts, D1, Windy, and Chandra Dewi as additional hosts. Rizal and Daniel are doing the content, Tito's doing the finance, Rafik's on the community, Chandra and D1 and Tendi work on the revenue management, Ara's on the HR, Bayu works on internal tools, Diva, Daniel, and Kuldeep are on the online marketing group, and Gigi is the finance consultant. Squad 2B, we got Eggy also on the market building, Windy and Rafik are on air support, but they're looking for replacements. I would suggest that this would be a good time for some of the new online guest support people to fill in those roles. Tendi is squad lead along with Rafik as senior host. Wendy and Eva are the 2 hosts on Squad 2B. Rizal is working on the content, Tito's on finance, Rafik and Tendi are on the community. Changu, revenue management is being handled by Tendi. Ara is on human resources, Bayu is on internal tools. Diva, Rizal, and Kuldeep work on the online marketing group, and Gigi's finance consultant. Squad 4, we got Ryan and Tris on market building, Shintia and Ella on air support. Squad lead is open still for Squad 4. Boo-Boo's host. Gunny and Devana work on the content. Risky are on the finance, finance community. We need a person to help with revenue management, but currently Gunny and Rizal are handling parts of revenue management on Squad 4. Boo-Boo's on human resources. Bayu's on internal tools. Gunny and Devana are online marketing group, and Gigi's finance consultant. Okay, we got the profile coverage. Thank you everybody for updating that. So this looks to be the newest form. We also have some new people coming in, including Ruth. So let's please integrate new people also on the profile coverage so that they get a lot of experience with doing reservations and inquiries. Okay, let's go ahead into the stats. Let's see. I'll do the stats again this week, and then next week I'll select a nominee to help me with the stats. Yeah. Let's go to booking pace first. So on booking pace, what we're looking at is currently this week we had a peak 104 bookings. That's very good. That's actually pretty incredible. So it was on October 21st, and then a few days, I think only one day below the SLA. So that was that. It's what? Okay, one day below the SLA at 78. Other days at
There's no SLA for that, right?
for minimum booking pace. There is an SLA for minimum booking pace.
Only for up to August.
Oh, it hasn't continued. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
You found this.
Oh, okay. All right. So thank you for the update. There is no SLA, so we are getting, I don't know, good bookings, bad bookings. I can't tell unless we have an SLA for it. All right. Okay, but let's take a look. 104, 88, 98, 98, 78, 93, 86, and as of today, 24 bookings so far. This does look pretty good considering that this is a pretty low season, so I guess I'm not too worried. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so revenue has been achieved. The target is 350. These are going to be the peak season bookings. January is also caught up quite a bit at 97,000 as well. Going on into weekly sales are of course dropping a little bit. We had our peak in the first week at around 38,000, then declining to 37, then to 29, 28. This week we can't really predict, but we'll have the beginning of November also this week, so it'll be a mixed bag. Let's go over to the growth and see how we're growing year on year as a company. So in terms of growth for this particular month, it's very good. So we're looking at October growth. First year we grew 27%. This year we grew. Last year we grew 32%. This year we've grown 36%. So this is the largest amount of growth that has happened in Bukit Vista history for the month of October, which is very positive. Looking back on September, similar thing happened actually. I forgot to comment. So actually, first year growth was 54%. The second year was a little bit smaller, 13%. This year was quite strong again at 41%. So anyways, October growth is looking pretty good and on line with what we come to expect. Let's take a look at how the profiles are doing. So on Adventure, we're really looking at the percentage drop, and if there's a sharper drop, that means that profile hasn't grown as much as other profiles. So on the Adventure accommodation, we have a 17% drop from September to October, and looking on to Agoda is a 43% drop from September to October. RN Bukit Vista is actually pretty good. It's a 28% gain over September to October, so that's actually seeing some lift. Bastion and Wayana saw a 17% drop. That's pretty much in the same line as Adventure accommodation. Bayou and Wayana, same. It's a little bit bigger. It's an 18% drop from September to October. And then Bukit Vista, Booking.com dropped about 15% from September to October. Direct bookings don't happen. Chandra's profile remains at 116. I guess there's no bookings right now for September or October. D1 and Jing had a drop of 24% going from September to October. And Emil's profile dropped 24% from September to October, from 40,000 to 30. Is a little bit higher than the first one we saw. Oh no! Okay, what did I do? Scroll. Oh, you can scroll this way. Okay. Sorry. This is laggy. We're gonna get back to Emil. Okay, alright, Emil and Wayana experienced a 28% drop from September to October in terms of revenue performance. Gabby's profile experienced a 14% gain from September to October, which is actually pretty good. It dropped 61% from August, and then it picked itself back up. Good stuff there. Jing and Bukit Vista only a 6% drop, so fairly strong. Doesn't look that sharply affected by seasonality. Jing and Wayana only a 5% drop, 4.9% from 60,000 to 57,000. Chris and Wayana, looking here, it was a 21% drop from 16 to to 12. And Nuki and Ara experienced a 48% gain. Very good. All right, that's looking strong in Jogja. So Shinty and Wayana is, wow, 124% gain. So that's actually pretty good. Congratulations, guys. So that was double the rate, but I guess this is because it's a new profile, so it's on a growth phase. Tenny and Bukit Vista, a 20% drop from 6.8 to 5.4. And Traveloka, we don't use anymore. We got this undefined bucket here with $536, and we have the Wayana profile experience an 11% drop. So it looks like a lot of the squad 1 profiles, a lot of the traditional profiles don't see as much influence due to seasonality, but the Bastion Bayou and some of the guest house profiles seem to have been more affected by seasonality. Let's take a look at areas. So looking at Balongan, we had a 10% drop coming from September to October, from 15,000 to 13,000. Going then to Bingen. Bingen, we have a 15% drop from 76,000 in September to 64,000 in October. Canggu is flat, 56,000 and 54,000, so it's a 3% drop, almost minimal. Jimbaran is looking at a 13% drop from 19,000 to 17,000. Nusa Dua gained 9% from 20,000 to 21,000. Nusa Penida dropped 26% from 51,000 to 37,000. Padang Padang went down 15% from 18,000 to 15,000. Sanur is right new on the map at 14,000, so brand new marketplace. Seminyak dropped 10% from 9,000 to 8,000. Ubud, 30% drop from 16,000 to 11,000. Uluwatu, a 16% drop from 53 to 44,000. And Ungasan is a 20% drop from 21,000 to 17,000. Okay, and then the last one should be Jogja. And Jogja experienced an overall gain. Jogja number gained 26%. All right, fantastic. Good job, everyone. That's actually pretty surprising considering that there's actually fewer properties than September. So we're actually doing better in that particular case. We're making more revenue on fewer properties. That's great. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at conversion rate. So the conversion rate for this particular month is at, it's only at 16%, or 16% occupancy. So overall, we have about 34,000 room nights available, and we've sold about 5,800 of those room nights. So a lot of space left to sell. Let's take a look at conversion rates. So on conversion rates, has this gotten fixed or is it? Okay, so this is still, the request rates are still showing probably dubious data, right? Okay, all right. So we're going to skip the request rates because this doesn't look exactly right. Let's take a look and see when inactive properties are. Lakaban has not gotten a booking in 117 days, but newly joining the line is Villa Bulan and Chahaya and Villa Lolawan. I think both of these we can actually fix a little bit. So Bulan and Chahaya, Lolawan. Let's see, Gamet Garden is new on the list. Omatulu is new on the list. Dasingman Family Homestay, Gria Asi. Okay, these are all new on the list in terms of listings that have not gotten booked, properties that have not gotten booked. Taking a look at the forecast now. So looking on the forecast, what we can see is we've already beat the forecast for what Tableau has predicted at 317. This is predicted that we were at 304, so that part is good. Looking over on heat maps of check-ins, it looks like the majority of the heat will be here on the apartments and guest houses for today, and then it will slowly diminish in heat over the next few weeks. Taking a look over here on house and villas, it's a little bit hard to tell. Maybe, if I can suggest, maybe a heat map for each particular category. Is right now I'm unable to see where the heat is in each category. On resorts, we have very few check-ins actually. So resorts, only 3 small numbers of check-ins. Houses tend to be pretty heavy right now. And then on the first week of November, it looks like it picks up a little bit more. So yeah, looks like we are busiest in apartments and guest houses right now. Okay, next one is new listings. Okay, so for new listings, let's take a look and see what we see. I believe we have some new listings that we can speak about. This one is new. This one's called Localita. Who brought in Localita? All right, Tris, come over forward and tell us about Localita.
Okay, Localita located in Sayan in Ubud. So this is a brand new property. Actually, the owner have 3 units, right? But this is about trust issue. So if we can manage the property well, so he will give us the other one.
How many do we have right now?
2 units.
We have 2. Okay, all right. Sounds good. So we got 2 units of localita. What part of Ubud is in there, Chris?
It's about 10 minutes drive from Bukit Center.
Okay, south, north, east, west.
West.
West, okay.
West.
West Ubud, 10 minutes drive from the city center.
East Ubud.
East of Ubud.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Perfect. Tris, this is your first deal, yeah?
Yeah.
First completed deal. Congratulations, Chris. All right, and congratulations to me for getting your to speed as well. Yeah. All right, next one. This is another new property here. This one's called Wooden Puri Guest House. Does anyone know who can introduce this one to us? Tendi. All right, Tendi, speak on
Yeah,
it.
so this is the other room of the movie. So they have 3 wooden room and 2 building. So
Okay.
this is the reason for the
All right, fantastic. All right, so Wooden Puri, and this is which? Okay, so they have a mix, yeah. They have these like lumboons, and then they have regular buildings too. Is this for the lumbung or the regular building?
regular building, sir.
Okay, go. I think has already been Kayana. Sorry, Wayana. Tell us about Kayana.
Kayana.
Yeah.
Sayana is located in Uluwatu. It has like 5 bedrooms in total. This is one of Pak Eka's friends. So they already get 2 bookings.
Nice. Everyone has a faster upload speed than we do. It's pathetic. Okay, all right. What internet service are they using?
What?
What internet service are they using?
I'm not sure.
Wait. I bet I can find out.
I'm
Observation.
sure
Global Extreme.
No, CBN.
No? CBN? Ah. Okay, great. Thank you for the Kayana new listing in Uluwatu. Fantastic. Okay. Thank you, babe. Oh, please mute. Okay. Let's take a look at property count growth. So from September to October, we grew 1%. We were at 161. Now we're at 163. And in terms of revenue, looks like mostly it's Eggy's deals here. We got Double A Guest House and also Rakarai Villa. And then we got Pondok Lulik, Pondok Nini, and Villa Arum, and also the Wooden Puri Guest House. And this one's brand new, this from Wayana at Kayana. Okay, fantastic. So that's market building growth. And let's look at content. Okay, all right. So content. This is looking at the total conversion from Instant Book with the requests removed. So currently we have been looking at 94, and now this month, 93% instant book rate for content. In terms of unbooked listings, am I seeing? I don't see anything. Yeah? So that's all good.
That's everything that's unbooked.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
everything that's unbooked.
Oh, okay. So that's not good. Then.
Some of it we haven't updated status at Victor. Some of it already on partner and all this.
Okay. So all right. And this one, oh yes, this one. So let's take a look at the interpretation here. So if I understand correctly, what we're looking at is if the inquiries, which are represented by the height of the graph, right? This is inquiry versus bookings. If the inquiries, which are represented by the height of the graph, is lower than the bookings, okay. So for example, let's take an example here. August we had 3,000 inquiries, and September we had 2,700 inquiries. So that was a 10% drop in the inquiry count. And in August we had, I guess that's over here.
So it's reversed.
It's reversed.
The bar is the bookings.
The bar is the bookings, and then the line is the inquiries.
Inquiry.
Oh, okay, all right. So we had 3,000 bookings in August and 2,700 bookings in September.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the inquiries went down 6% in September, and the bookings went down 10%.
We're currently working on some more user-friendly graph.
Okay.
So be patient.
I'm just trying to imagine what that means for a second. If the bookings went down 10% and the inquiries went down 6%, is that good or bad? Bad. Yeah. Okay. If the bookings went down 80, okay, let's take a look at the next one. The bookings went down 12%, and then the inquiries went down 10%. It's also bad. Yeah. So it would be good if the bookings went down 5% and the inquiries went down 20%, right?
Yeah, the
Okay.
good example is from July to August.
Okay, July to August. July to August, it went up 5%. The bookings went up 5%, and then the inquiries went down 4%. I see. More bookings and less inquiries. Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Okay. All right. So I guess we'll wait for a more intuitive metric that gets that idea. We just actually started talking about this metric. It's a new type of KPI. It's a ratio KPI. So it's a KPI divided by another KPI, and then that gives you some balance. You can also do some noise. Okay, anyway, cool, I guess. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, fantastic. These are all the new listings getting bookings at Cayena and Localita and Cayena. Okay, so we got 2 out of 4 have gotten their first bookings within the first week. Okay, next, let's take a look at this. This is the SLA for conversion rate. And let's see how we're doing. On squad 1, squad 1's bouncing quite a bit, so let's take a look at the performance across October. So October, squad 1 was at 17, then SLA compliant at 25, then SLA compliant again at 25, and the third week a little bit below SLA compliance at 21. Squad 2 was awful. What? Okay, 0. Wait, that's squad 3.
Really,
Fuck. Okay, sorry. I get credit for squad 2 when there was actually squad 2's work. Here, let's start again from the beginning. So squad 1 at 20%. Below SLA compliance, and then at 30%, which is above SLA compliance, then at 19, currently at 20. So past 2 weeks is below SLAs. This was squad 2 at 17, 25, 25, and 21. So 2 out of the 4 weeks was SLA compliant. Squad 3, almost never compliant, 100% not converted, 100% not converted, and then 17 and 17. Well, I guess that's getting better. So a good squad 3. And then squad 4, oh wow, that's a monster. 43, 18, 26, and 28. So 3 of the past 4 weeks have been SLA compliant on squad 4. 4 is doing pretty good. On request conversion rate, squad 1, we got 25, 43, 44, and 43. This is looking better, but none of the weeks is currently SLA compliant yet. Squad 2 got 60, 70, 78, 68. Wow. Okay, so completely SLA compliant on squad 2. And then on squad 4, 67, 75, 54, 74. So all SLA compliant on squad 4 too as well. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's take a look at what hospitality is looking like at our company. So we're getting, majority of people are getting checked in, except for the 26 and the 27. Looks like there was a band of almost 22%. Not checked in. Let's take a look at this. Okay, the SLA compliant, 87 and 100%. Okay, so I would say probably looking at the last 2 weeks, 1 SLA compliant week and 1 non-SLA compliant week. For squad 2, it's 90 and 91, so both weeks not SLA compliant. For squad 3, always SLA compliant, 100% satisfaction. Squad 4, SLA compliant on this week and not on the second week. So 1 out of 2 of the past weeks have been SLA compliant. And review rate, we're looking to get 35%. Squad 1 has been at 13, 23, 21, so no SLA compliance on Squad 1. Squad 2 has been 32, 28, 29, no SLA compliance. Squad 3, really hard to tell, but that looks, 31%. Squad 4, 29, 31, 21, 17, no SLA compliance on the review rate. So that looks like an area that we can focus on. Let's take a look at community management. This is just an update on what we're doing. So it looks like some of these stacks are getting a little bit bigger. Where we're seeing problems right now, let's see, Kamisama, Purikalapa, Picadia, Bataduran Hill, Sanyas, Kamankuning, Buyupila, Bakun Cozy, Pupunyamyang, Dicky Guest House, Dinar Hills, Ponak Julie, and Milanet. Looks like there's quite a large concentration in Uluwatu, and also, Uluwatu and also the Bingen area, I see some. Here's another one, the Gong, Villa Vosa, Villa Kama, Bataduran Hill, Lot 3, Di Padang, Bingen Ombak, Ponak Nini, Dinar Hills, Rakarai, Bobby's Place, Sanya's Yoga, and Villa Olala. This current week we're doing the best, I guess, only one at Padang Padang View. But D1, I think this is your territory, so please take a look at some of the heavy stuff here, and also Alvin, we got some ones over also in Squad 1. Okay, so let's try to work to reduce the amount of red and increase the amount of blue. Oh, this is good. There's more blue now. Put on view. Okay, great job. So we took action. D1 took an action on making late check-in instructions and a property room map. Thank you, D1. All right, and then Picaria, Shinta take action by reaching the partner for clarification and reply on his review on Airbnb, give him clarity on the problem. Boga Sagara, Shinta has taken action, follow up on the partner for anything like this happening in the future. And Kuku Pande, Rafik took action and messaged the owner through WhatsApp and upload on Trello. Okay, good. It's good to see people taking action. Shinta is taking the most action here, it seems. But let's get other people to take action. Who took action here at Viva? This was, let's see. This was Andre Ani took action. Oh, the owner took action. Fantastic. Okay, all right, good stuff. All right, that is cool, and that gets over most of our KPIs. Let's see what's happening on the Insight board. Okay, so we have a new revised global geography map. So what we can do is we can take a look at this month, but we can also stack up, and we can take a look at where our guests have been coming from over time. So we can go, let's say, for the last 3 months, and now instead of like looking month to month, we can see where the majority of our guests are coming from over all of history. Let's go back 12 months. And that will give us a pretty cool and clear idea of where guests are coming from. Let's see. Oh, implement that. Oh no! Why did I do that? Okay. So not too many changes, not too many surprises here. As we all know, we get a lot of visitors from England, Ireland, Germany, France, less in Spain, but also Switzerland, Northern Europe here in Scandinavia. Smattering in India. East Asia is really underperforming in terms of China and Japan. We've expected much more. This area over here is pretty good. Singapore, KL. Jakarta is looking pretty good. Australia is one of the traditional areas where we get a lot of visitors to. Oh, zoomed out way too far. And also the US. Okay, so that's on Insights. Any other things that we can take a look on Insights? Not really. These are more for revenue management tools. Okay. Great. So let's go back up to the all hands then. Let's see, October, monthly projection report, all hands, November. Okay, great. All right, let's go to, oh my God, I'm going to finish ahead of time. This is the first time this ever happened. So, please get involved in guilds, especially if you're new. Get involved in the guilds. It's a good opportunity right now to learn a lot about what's going on here at Bukit Vista. This includes Yulin. Yes, yeah. Oh, by the way, Inside is here. Please stand up. Let's introduce you to everyone. So, tell us who you are and what you're doing today.
Me?
Yes.
I've already done, how to say?
Oh, come closer. Yeah, this is the camera. So. The camera's over here. So.
Okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've done the translation, then review. Okay. Hello everyone. I'm in. Just call me Ins, but usually my name is Insani. Usually my friends call me Insane.
Fun fact. Okay.
Yeah. Then okay, call me Ins. That's okay. I'm from Surabaya. I've 2 years experience as journalist, and it ended last August. Then I also am a freelance tour guide since 2016, and then I wanna move to Bali because for the whole of my life I've been in Surabaya, so I think Bali is a great idea. And then I found Bukit Vista, and here I am with you all.
Fantastic. All right. Insane. Thank you very much. She's on trials today for on-site guest support. I see Alvin and Vita are looking after her. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Very cool. So, Digital Marketing Guild assembles on Thursdays at 4 o'clock. Content on. Oh yes. Introduction for Ruth.
We also have Ruth here.
Let's bring Ruth up. Ruth.
Yeah.
Speak on it. Okay. Ruth has actually been hired. So Ruth is actually passed her trial. She's accepted her offer, and she's starting her first day at work. Ruth, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Ella. You can call me Ruth or Ella. And I'm from Jogja. And I graduated from Standard University last year. And now it's the first day.
All right, fantastic. Welcome in, Ruth.
Thank you.
We're like a talk show. show host. Okay. Any other new people that we need to introduce in Jogja? No, that's it. All right. Everyone else is all standard there. Okay. We've actually came back from Jogja this weekend. It was actually it was really hot over there. Oh, by the way, we bought the Jogja base, so it's actually our first property that we own now, and yeah, it's part of our commitment to continue developing talent in all areas of Indonesia. Okay, so anyways, content Tuesdays at 5, copywriting Wednesdays at 5, human resource Saturdays at 1, reservation Thursdays at 1. Walk to Indonesia, yes. Yes, sir.
Actually joined with the HAR, so it's one of the
Okay, so reservation is with HAR now at
It's
same
the
time.
same time actually.
Okay,
Yes,
all right. Okay, so the let's make a change on that. So HAR and reservations is all actually one thing. Hospitality reservations is merged into HAR now. Yeah. Okay, so don't go to reservations. Just go to the HAR chapter, and that's 12 o'clock Georgia time. Yeah, on Thursdays. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Alvin. All right, leadership is Fridays at 3. Community management is Tuesdays at 3. Finance meets on Monday, Wednesdays at 10 a.m. and Fridays at 2. NB Sync Up is Thursdays at 5. Revenue management meets Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 o'clock to practice revenue management. HRR, once again, has already been described. Project Guild. Dante, is there actually a Project Guild? Tenny's not. Tenny's gone. I'm going to eliminate that because I don't think that's actually happening.
Let me check the paper first.
Is that actually happening? Okay, let's check the
Just check the
paper.
paper.
Okay, I'll check the paper, but I don't see Tenny here on Fridays. I don't know if that's been happening. Let's see. Oh, wait, this is how you know. Ready for the shame? Oh, he viewed 27 minutes ago. Okay, all right. Everyone else has been viewing about 3 months ago, 3 months ago, 3 months. Never viewed. Okay. All right, I'll leave it up to Tendy to decide whether or not he wants to keep that down. All right. So, and then hospitality conference Fridays at 4.
We don't do that again. We do the 2 days.
Okay, every 2 days. Yeah. Okay. When's the next one?
Tomorrow actually.
Tomorrow, 4 p.m. Yes. No.
Oh my god.
Come on, just tell me. Just give me the answer. Give me the answer. Don't sit back with me. 11 a.m. Yes. Okay, so the hospitality conference will meet tomorrow at 11 a.m. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go into my OKRs now. So let's talk about what I've been doing. So part of my OKRs are to expand the size of the BV portfolio, and it's mostly credit to Mingmei and her team. Now we are above getting new listings above 2 a week. So thank you for getting that on track now. It's just a matter of keeping that on a line. So next one is building the student community, STP Career Fair. We got actually, so sorry, I haven't updated this one, should have, but we added another 100 to this. I'm starting a MailChimp account. So MailChimp will essentially allow us to send emails out to this really large mailing list of people. What? Oh.
Already
You have a MailChimp account.
Celebrate.
Really? Oh yeah? Okay, all right, sorry. We duplicated the work. All right, for students? For students?
You can do it for everything.
You can do it for everything?
Anyway.
Okay, fine. Should I put it into digital marketing? Okay. All right, I'll put it into digital marketing. I was going to do it myself. Like, okay. I was afraid you guys would be overloaded because you keep on telling me everything's so busy. So I was like, okay. All right. Anyways, we have a large student mailing list. That's the end thing. It's 425 plus about another 98, so past 500 at this point. I didn't. Sorry. Let me actually give you guys a live update on LinkedIn. LinkedIn, we're at 1,367 right now, so that's a little bit more than last week. Let's see. Oh, no, we're at 1,379 followers right now, so that part is good stuff. And let's see, on Instagram, Bukit Vista Life is back up again. I think it's around 135 followers on Bukit Vista Life. We still have to give out that free prize that we told everyone about. Mistake. The teach thing. I just remembered. Yeah.
The chanting one.
Yes, the chanting one. Okay, so 135 Instagram followers on Bukit Vista Life, and 167 or 100. Oh, wait, let me see. Now to improve our brand. Chandra. Oops, that was Chandra. Now she's gone. Okay, so to compare ourselves to other brands, right? At the same time, Gojek got 90. Okay, it's a little bit hard to compete right now with Gojek. But Potato Head got 377. That's the one we're chasing. So we're slightly behind Potato Head in terms of total follower acquisition, and we're about half, or maybe not half, less than half on Potato Head total number of follower count. So that is the target that we're trying to beat. In the meantime, I think we've already excelled, gotten past some other brands already. So Hatton Bali, we've done much better than them. We're almost twice as big as Hatton, and they have no followers coming in. We're much smaller than Lazada, of course. Agoda as well. Let's see. Is there any companies that we're doing much better than? Better than Elite Havens. That's good. So Elite Havens acquired 42 followers. We acquired 300. They are at total follower count of 2,400. So very soon to eclipse Elite Havens. And let's see if there's anything else that we are moving against. Okay, that's about it. So yes, all right. So
Is
no
there
need.
any analytics for this where it shows you where your followers are coming from?
Absolutely, right here. So this shows us our follower distribution. 24% of our followers are coming from Jakarta. The other 16% are coming from Denpasar, West Java, Banten, Surabaya, Bandung, East Java. Jogja is actually really low. It's at around 3%. Central Java around 2.5%. Bali at 1.5%. But I know Bali is not Denpasar, I guess. So this is the total follower trends in terms of the ups and downs, in terms of how we acquire followers every day. And let's see. There's actually a lot of information on LinkedIn, also on the types of followers that we're getting and what they do. Okay, so that's the social media output on student community. Attain October revenue goals. Yes, we've already attained October revenue goals, but I haven't uploaded my Squad 1 beat yet. Hopefully by the end of this month. Developing leadership. Once again, we promoted D1, and we're just looking for. Oh, we promoted D1. We also got Alvin in. Alvin's Squad 1 lead right now. But it's okay. So that's more leadership then. Good stuff. And okay, that's it for my OKRs. Let's go back to the all hands again. So, all right. Please post your OKRs here. Start thinking about your OKRs for November. The November is coming up in just a few days, and by Thursday. Okay, employee satisfaction remains the same as I think last time. We haven't further developed any more survey results, so that is there. Let's take a look. And what is this? Let's copy and paste. Okay. All right. Let's take a look. We got some new core value recognition. So this is from Alvin to Dominic on Never Settle. This is already said, right? Okay. That's okay. That's it. Great. So does anybody have anybody they'd like to recognize for core values this week? No? Yes. Okay. I lost the TV. Okay. Sorry, guys. I lost the TV. You guys didn't say anything. Oh, it just happened. Okay. Just want to look. It's like Heisenberg uncertainty principle. It doesn't happen until you look at it. So, okay. Turn whole TV. Okay. All right, let's go to Jogja. Anybody have any core value recognition that they would like to say? No? All good? Okay. All right, cool. Well, if you do, then it's not too late. You can still put it on, and it will make the cut. Okay, that is pretty much it. Wow, this is the first time I've ever finished all hands before time. We just smoke a cigarette now and just hang around and tell a joke. Anybody have a good joke? No? Okay. Let's go around the room and see if there's any announcements from anybody. Let's go to Jogja first. Chandra, Dista, do you guys have any announcements? No? You're all good? Okay, let's go to, well, there's a bunch of people there. There's Eggy, Rizal, Risky, and Tito. You guys are all good, yeah? Okay, all good? All right, let's go to Gani, Boo Boo, and, okay, all good over there? All right, great. And then let's go around the room. Well, Vita's over there and also here, so that should be okay. Vita, you okay?
Yes.
All right, Alvin? All right. Oh yeah, by the way, Nina's joining us today. Nina works in HR for a startup. Nina, maybe you can introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. Yeah, come closer, so the people in the other parts of the world can see you too. All right, so Nina I met at Asia Exchange when I was giving a talk, and she had a lot of really interesting questions. She poked me to death with HR questions, and now she's here today to do some co-working with us.
Yeah. Hi, Nina, I'm from Germany, and I don't know what could be interesting. I'm 25, I'm studying the Entrepreneurship and Leadership program here in Bali for half a year, so 1 semester. And yeah, I had a lot of questions about all leadership and HR things, and I really
wanted to look at it because, yeah, your post it was talking a lot about you and how you work, and I was very interested.
Yeah, I was bragging about our teams. Wow.
Yeah, he was actually really bragging. I was like, oh, I need to look at it, and it's really so cool.
Okay, is it
Yeah.
better than expectations or worse than
I
expectations?
think you really met this meets my expectations.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. All right. This is Nina. All right. If you have any, don't be a stranger. Nina will be co-working with us from the table over there. If you see her, say hi. And that's it. Okay. So let's go to Dominic. Any announcements? No? Josh? Okay. Tris? Double? All right. Insan? Ins. That's funny. Okay.
Zen, that's
No. Like it's then people bully you on that one. It'll never go away. It'll never go away. Okay, Diva? All good? Bayu? Finley? All good? Okay, fantastic. Okay, all right. So that's pretty much it. Have a good week, everyone. Enjoy Halloween. Halloween's once a year. If you get some time, maybe you can look up Bukit Vista Halloween on some old YouTube and see what our first Halloween parties used to look like. Yeah? So have a great week, everyone, and may the force be with you. All right, cheers. Bye.